Happy Election Day. I'm Melissa Bruner in the WIBW Digital News Center with a look at some afternoon headlines. Of course, it is Election Day, but before we get to that information and what we will be following tonight, the city of Emporia and other areas that get water from them are under a boil water advisory. Those systems include the cities of Hartford and Olpe, Lyon County Rural Water Districts 2, 4, and 5, Coffee County Rural Water District 2, and the Park Place communities. City officials told KVOE Radio in Emporia that they experienced filter issues overnight, along with an internal line failure at their plant. They're working to address both of those issues, but they said they expect that advisory to remain in place through Friday. Now, according to KDHE, people in those areas should be boiling water 1 minute before they use it for drinking or food preparation, or just use some bottled water, although KVOE says stores around the Emporia area are sold out right now. Also, toss any ice from your automatic ice makers. As we mentioned, it is Election Day all across the state and nation. Shawnee County elections officials report a steady stream of traffic at the polls all around the Topeka area throughout the day. Nationally, of course, the presidential race is top of mind. Will former President Donald Trump return to the White House, or will Vice President Kamala Harris ascend to the Oval Office? We will see how this map fills in throughout the evening. Topping the ballots in Kansas, of course, we have all of the congressional races are on there. In District 1, the big first congressional district, Tracy Mann, the Republican, is the incumbent. Paul Buskirk is the Democratic challenger. And in District 2, this could be an interesting one shaping up throughout the night. Democrat Nancy Boyda is looking to return to Congress. She served one term representing this district. She was elected back in 2006, so one term in the House. Derek Schmidt is the Republican in this race. He is the former Kansas Attorney General. He served in the state Senate before that. And John Hauer is representing the Libertarian Party. All three of them were in our studio last week, Friday, going head-to-head on the issues. This is an open seat. The Republican incumbent here, Jake LaTurner, opted not to seek re-election. He did it kind of late in the game this spring, and so that had this race brewing. There were Nancy Boyda and Matt Climate on the Democratic side. Derek Schmidt emerged from a five-way race for the Republicans to set up this race that we will be following throughout the evening. County issues on the ballot. There are some county commission seats that we're following tonight. In District 2, the incumbent, Kevin Cook, is challenged by Henry McClure. In District 3, Aaron Mays is the incumbent. The only name actually appearing on the ballot, however, there is a what they call registered write-in campaign that is being waged. So we won't know exactly how many votes are being cast for that write-in. He's listed on the candidate list, Jason Morris, but we will know how many write-ins are being cast. Treasurer is up for grabs. Larry Ma has retired, so Angus Tucker and Susan Duffy are vying for that seat. And then we have Jonathan Smith and Lisa Schmidt, two newcomers vying for clerk. Some of you have bond issues. We're following that school bond issue in the Jefferson West District. Even numbered state Board of Education seats are on the ballot. Connie O'Brien and Chris Meyer in District 4 and then in District 6, Burl New and Bruce Schultz. A couple of interesting state legislative races are shaping up as well. I want to scroll you on down to here, State Senate District 3. In this race, Rick Cluse, you see we've marked him as an incumbent. He's a Republican, but it wasn't in this district. The redistricting that they have to go through every few years actually put him in a different district. He's now in District 3, so that is where he is seeking to return to the state Senate. Dina Sattler is the Democratic challenger here. The incumbent for District 3, Tom Holland, a Democrat who'd been there for many years, he opted not to seek re-election, so Dina Sattler is trying to keep that seat in the hands of the Democrats. That, as the state legislature, Democrats in both chambers are seeking to perhaps break a Republican supermajority. So we'll see if that seat stays in Democratic hands or goes to the Republicans with Rick Cluse, as he is, again, listed as an incumbent, but in a different section this year. So those are some of the storylines we will be following throughout the night on WIBW.com, as well as on air. CBS News coverage of the presidential results will begin at 7 o'clock. You'll be seeing those numbers all night long right here on WIBW.com.